We're going to take a look at the Visual Studio Test Explorer in Visual Studio 2012 and its integration with test adapters, specifically the Chutzpah test adapter, to execute JavaScript tests using Jasmine or QUnit. We're going to look at Jasmine today. You'll find and be able to install the Chutzpah adapter through Tools, Extensions, and Updates. Here I have the Chutzpah test adapter installed. You can install it by going to Online and searching for test adapters or Chutzpah. You'll want to install the test adapter. You can also install the test runner. This is very similar to the one that was installed with or available for Visual Studio 2010 that works outside of the test MS Test or Visual Studio Test infrastructure. So over here in our Solution Explorer, let me close the Start page. In the Solution Explorer, we're going to add Jasmine. Go add an existing item. We'll go up here to Projects, Jasmine, and look into the lib of the Jasmine zip file, and just add the jasmine.js. Now, Jasmine normally comes with an in-browser runner called Spec Runner. Many people will create their own, but we only need the Jasmine.js at this point because Chutzpah is going to allow us to run this inside of Visual Studio without a browser. We're going to change this folder here real quick to Tests, and inside here we're going to add another JavaScript file, our own, called math_tests.js. And we're going to make a reference to our Jasmine file, and we need to do this because we need to tell Chutzpah what files to load and use as a part of the context of running this. So we'll do a relative reference to Jasmine, and then we'll start describing our scenario here, which is going to be math.add, a function we'll create. We'll say it should add left and right. And then we'll describe what that looks like in here by saying var result equals new math instance, and we'll define that in a minute. We'll say add 2, 3, and then we'll say expect, this is the Jasmine assertion library, expect result to be 5. And if we save that and come over here to Test Explorer, with the test adapter, Test Explorer, it will discover your tests and run them every time you save or build your JavaScript solution. Now, in compiled languages, you'll need to build your solution. We can also turn on this thing, run tests after build. And what that'll do is it'll cause us to discover. Now, you'll notice that we don't have any in here. There is a bug currently in Chutzpah where it will not find new files added right away. It's a little frustrating. We can fix that. You see I just built and it's trying to find them here, but it won't. If we come over here and we just change the file name in some way, shape, or form, and come back over to Test Explorer here, we can do a build again, and it should, or a run all, I should say, so that it can find those test files. It takes a little bit of time at this point in the preview of the Chutzpah adapter. And now it's showing not run tests. Math.add has not yet been run. And when it does, it fails. It can't find this object math. So we're going to need to create that. And we're going to put that in a file in the root. We'll just call it add JavaScript file. We'll call it math. And here we'll say var math. We're going to use the reveal pattern. Add left, right, return left plus right. And then we'll reveal that function like that. And now we need to tell our test file about this so that Chutzpah knows to pull that in. We'll just say math.js, just like we did for the Jasmine runner. We'll save that. And if we head over to Test Explorer, you'll notice it's already found it. It's trying to run that. And it passed. So what it did is once it was able to discover all our test files, it knew to find that file. It went ahead and ran that test as soon as we changed it. And if we were to go over here and change this so that it would fail, and we save that file, it's going to try to rerun that test really quick inside the Chutzpah adapter, and it'll fail. And if we save it again, it'll run it again, and this time it should pass. So that's the Visual Studio Test Explorer and test infrastructure in Visual Studio 2012 using the Chutzpah adapter for JavaScript testing.